Alright, you look. I'm just setting up and moving things around here because what I've got this. I thought I'd give one of these a go. I've never tried one of these I've tried this type of antenna before, but not from wireantennas.co.uk. Bought this months ago now. I've only just bloody opened up the box. And I'm just having a look at it, trying to set things up. It comes with instructions obviously on how to set it up around. What it is, it's a wire. Now I can't remember, it's a double bazooka. I can't remember off the top of my head. What, is it half wave? It's not full wave. It's got to be half. 11-meter band. I think it's half. Double bazooka. Anyway, double bazooka antenna. Yeah, so I'm just sort of, I'm going to go out and string it up in a tree and see who I can hear. I'm going to take a meter with me to look at the VSWR. But they claim that it's already set. You don't need to do anything with it because of the length and everything. Obviously, that, you know, the height from the ground, anything around it will obviously affect the VSWR. You know, their conditions, what they set it to, it'll be completely different wherever I put it. But in a nutshell, it's set for the 11-meter band UK 40, 1 to 40. But I always, you know, so in theory you could just string this up, plug it in and be away with it, but it ain't like 2 meters. The 2-meter wide I've got in this box with the 897 doesn't need tuning. Doesn't matter where you are. It's just, it always seems to be perfect. CB 11-meter band ain't like that. But hopefully it will be pretty good. But I'll take a meter anyway and a patch lead so I can just check the VSWR, because I might need to move it up, down, do something with it, the wire, to make it. I don't know. You never know. It's always best just to know. So I've taken this radio out of the bag. I'm making this little bag up. I've got in here, I've got a little setup down here. I'll show you it. You've all seen it because I've done a couple of videos with it. But God, it's just like my little. This was my old Radio Shack. I dismantled it all and got rid of everything because I'm going to change things up a bit. But now I've started doing these CB radio for beginner videos. You might have seen one. I don't know if you've seen one pop up, but this is becoming a little filming studio for the CB radio. You know what I mean? Beginners. So in this bag, I've got the 9900, and the reason I've chose a 9900 was because I can run a little bit more power rather than taking an amp, not just 4 watts. But also, it's got the built-in. Someone's at your front door. It's got the built-in SWR protection on it. So if something was to go a bit dicky, I always do that. It's not something that I'm worrying and panicking. No. Always. Whenever I'm mobile, out and about, portable, and I just put an antenna up, I always like to use a radio with the protection. If the VSWR is too high, it won't key. Whereas with the ordinary CB, just a basic one, it'll key up. It'll key up with no antenna in the back at all. So I like this one because it's got the protection, and if I forget to plug something in or something happens.
Detected in the backyard.
Backyard? If something happens, it won't key. Anyway, this is a good radio. It'll, I think it does about 50 watts FM, which, you know, I might need, because where I plan on going, I'm going to be out. I'm going to be out and about. Do you know what I mean? I'm out there. So I might need that extra oomph just to get up and out. You never know. So I'm just sort of packing this little bag up, and I like this little bag because I'll be able. Look, the wire fits in this bag with the radio, the power cable, and the mic, and I'll be able to fit a meter in there as well, and a patch lead in this little bag. So yeah, that's one of the advantages of using a wire, because if you've got a great big, you know, vertical antenna, you've got to carry that around with you, tank whip or whatever you've got. But with a wire, I mean, I can configure that in a vertical if I wanted to, slope, completely horizontal. You know, I could do it in a V shape, inverted V, or the other way around, normal V. I'm probably going to just experiment, but the good thing about a wire is you can just do whatever you want with it. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, away you go. The 897 is in this box. There's me FT 1900. Bloody good radio, but I don't need it in the bag right now. How's it going, you lot? I did actually plan something for this weekend. We went camping and we went to a classic motor show, and I was going to film the whole lot, but I completely forgot the camera. And then after that, I was going to come home and I was going to go out and do some radio. That was the plan. I've got everything. I was going to go out on the bike and go and do some radio. But the weather's not been particularly kind. It's actually started. It was all right for the morning, but we're home now, obviously. And it's been raining quite a lot. And yeah, I could go out in the rain, but I'm not really one of those that likes to get all my equipment wet, you know. Don't think the 897's anywhere near waterproof. No, it's definitely not anywhere near waterproof. I could keep it dry and stuff, but I really wanted to go on a long bike ride up to a place where I know, well, it's a hill basically. Not the hill. Some of you who know me will know what you think I might be thinking of. No, a different place I was going to go to. Somewhere none of you probably even know of, because I don't think anyone ever goes there. But I'm going to keep that a secret until I actually do go there. And you're going to think to yourself, wow, this is a cool place. But it's raining. So that's scuppered that plan. So I thought, anyway, I'll just say hello to you. Just, you know, why not? How's it going? All that kind of stuff. Hope everyone's having a wonderful weekend. Or it'll probably be, by the time you see this, it'll be the beginning of the week again. But there you go. I've just been playing around, trying to have a bit of a tidy up around here. I've got these batteries, giving these away actually. These 2 batteries. Yeah, Hobby King sponsored me to do, to show these batteries off, and they are bloody fantastic. But really, I haven't got anything that, I think actually I showed you, didn't I? Yeah, I brought you lot along when I went to the park to go and give them a go. There's so much power in them batteries. They killed both of my cars. The motors just couldn't handle the amount of power. They could handle normal batteries, but them ones, they're refined somewhat drastically. And the extra power just couldn't take it. So I haven't got any cars left that can take that kind of power. So between Hobby King and me, we're giving these away to subscribers. Simple as that. So, hey, you could be with a chance if you wanted to be. Yeah. I may well just extend it over. Who knows? Oh, that reminds me. I don't know if I really showed you lot any of this, right? But a few months ago now, I was lucky enough where one of the channel members felt kind enough and he sent me a boat. This boat is absolutely amazing. Look at this boat, right? He sent me this and he said, oh, I don't really need this anymore, so you can have it if you've got somewhere to float it. And I said, well, I think I'll go a few places. Every time I've thought to myself, right, kids, let's go and have a go, it's rained a lot and it's no fun. I know it's a boat and it's waterproof and all that stuff, but it ain't a lot of fun being out in the pouring rain, you know. Kids are, so we haven't actually had a go of it yet. I do need to get a proper battery for it. In fact, that may well be a video coming up, putting a battery in this boat and taking it and floating it somewhere. But I don't know, I've showed you lot it yet. Sometimes I just stand here and just look at it because it's amazing. I think it's like 20 odd years old as well. And it really is out of this world. Lift that up. Oh, well, you're supposed to be able to lift that up anyway. That you pull back and then you open that up. That's connected because there's some, oops, oh no, what's happened? Oh, the ladder come off. That's connected because there's lights or something there. The ladder that comes off of there. But yeah, I need to get, I think it's 7.2 volt or 7.4 or something. Tug motor switch there, light switch, there's the motor. You know, it's got old school radio gear in it with this old school transmitter there. quite simple. All these boats are very, very simple, but I think they're bloody fantastic. So, don't know whether I'll put the video on this channel of the boat floating or put it on with RC stuff, radio controlled stuff, you know. I don't know what I'll do with it yet, but well, not what I'll do with it, but what I'll do with the video. Then we'll mix it up, probably going to mix it up, maybe show you lot if you're interested. If you're interested in boat stuff like that, just comment and then I'll know that you're interested in it and I'll bring a bit over here. I found this on eBay, and you never know when you get eBay finds. Sometimes they might be a complete loss, other times you'll end up with a bit of a winner. That one turns out to be a bit of a winner. The pictures and the listing was exactly my type of thing. A complete chaotic mess. The pictures were all blurry. The listing description was vague and poorly written. Exactly what I look for, because it puts people off. The ones that are perfect, good pictures, perfectly taken, well written description, people go for them because they get good information on what they're going to buy. The ones that have poor photographs, poorly written description, makes them feel uneasy and makes them think that if someone can't take decent pictures and write a decent description on what they're trying to sell, then what have they been like looking after this particular item? Exactly what I want. So yeah, I got hold of that and turned out to be really, really good. It's a nice running car actually. It's my air filter. The one they come with was the whole car had been set for 2 years. It hadn't been started, so I got it going and sold it the day that I bought it. Funnily enough, well, not the day I bought it, the day that I eventually got round to looking at it. It sat around for ages. I made a video of it and ended up selling it to a channel member. So there's actually going to be a full video breakdown of the expenses, the costs and expenses of buying and selling nitro RC cars, because you can make some money from it or you can lose some money. And people keep asking me, you know, can you do a breakdown of all the costs and expenses and how much you make and that kind of thing. So that's going to be on this car. If you want to see that, then I'll forget to put a link in the description so you can you can't watch it. Look at this little setup I've got going on here then. I've ended up, I was only looking for bits and bobs to do videos with, beginner videos. And so I've got my car battery freshly charged up. I've got a little burner over there. Look, I've got no meter. Oh, I've got a meter there. I've got a little burner, got my meter, and I've got a little Thunderpole T800. And I found some people on channel 33.
Well, yes, preferably talking to the right goal and back. Yeah, £8.
See if I can get to them.
Oh no.
Next one, ready?
Hang on a minute, I'll pass you over. Are you there? Yeah, right here. But stay here. Will you stay here? Hang on, I'll swap you to the pedal.
Brakey, brakey. Brake, brake. Can you hear me?
No mod. Who's got no mod?
No mod. No mod, eh? Got no mod. What have I got no mod? Right, let me just find another mic. Right. It said I've got no mod. Now this, I just had to dig it out of the box. This is the microphone that come with this radio. See what I mean? It's smaller, lighter, not as good. So let's plug that one in. I would plug in the capo, but I haven't got a 9-volt battery for it. It needs a 9-volt battery to make it work. So let's plug in this mic. See if that does anything. Brake, 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 brake.
Hey, I mean, to me, I would say sort of, 10, 20 watts maybe, or at least definitely under 50. But I was listening to an American the other day, I wasn't actually talking to him, just listening. And he said, I'm running QRP at the moment, because my amplifier's gone wrong and it needs to go get fixed. And the bloke said, what do you normally run? I said, oh, my standard's 10k, 10 kilowatt. I said, what the hell?
Break. I'm not sure if he said I've got my mod again. Can you hear me now, Breaker? Right, nice one, cheers for that. First, the handle here is Mr. Bean. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with that. I just changed microphones over, and I don't know, for some reason that other one is obviously not working particularly well, is it? Can't really hear him now. So whereabouts are you lot then on this channel? Alright, you must accept my apologies there. Dude, I mean, you was strong a minute ago and then you went out. I couldn't quite hear where you said you were. Chatham. Oh, nice, Chatham. I'm over in Stanford Yoke, just for your information there, buddy. Yeah, the first. Well, I can hear the second breaker well, but the first one went down quite a lot in the signal.
Well, you're 5 and 9 to me up at Rochester Airport.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Oh, have you has anybody heard what's going on with Keith? But he's all right though, is he? Because the last I heard, he weren't in a good way. So he's all right though, is he? Do you reckon he'll be back on the rig or not?
Well, when he comes back, depends how well we speak to him. I mean, I've had a couple of voice messages off him, and I can understand everything he says. It's just a bit slower than he normally is. You know, it takes him longer to call me and see you next. That word.
Well, that's made my day. That is. I was really concerned for him, that he might not be able to come back on the rig because he loves it, doesn't he? And obviously, if you can't talk, you can't go on it, can you? Oh, that's great. Can't wait to hopefully hear him again some point in the near future.
Well, I can say the speech has improved from the first one we got. We didn't get one for quite a while, but now we're getting the slide.
Just having a chat with them there. I ain't got a clue who their names were. They seem to know me, but I ain't got a clue who they were. But I was just having a chat with them about old Keith, bless him. He had a stroke probably a few months ago now, and I was concerned. I didn't really know what was going on, what to do. But it sounds like now he's speaking again, slowly, but he's speaking. So maybe he'll come up on the rig at some point, and we'll better have a good old chat with him. Well, better have a chat with him if he's able to speak. Anyway, yeah, a little bit of a setup that I've got going on here, and I'm pretty pleased with it, to be fair. Car battery, burner, meter, radio. Don't know why this mic didn't work with it though. This mic should have worked. No mod. I think this mic might be the one that came with the T3000 though, which might be why. You'd think they'd be wired up pretty similar, but obviously not. Interesting. Anyway, that's that. You noticed how low the noise is. Can you see? There's literally not even signal one of noise today. It's great. Literally nothing. Anyone around on the old 1.9? Who's about the 1.9? Anybody here? Sometimes people are on the 38. Anyone on the 38? Anybody on 38? Hello?
Got my turn to be served. She went, to me, you Julian? I went, yeah. She goes, that medication is not something that we keep here. It should be in tomorrow. Sorry? Well, not more grief, but it's just like, I haven't got any, do you know what I mean? And like, they definitely are, I'd rather have them than not have them, Would you say they're out of order? Sorry,
Someone's having a chat about some medication on the 40. That's 33. That's where we were. 32, 30, 29. Let's try the 2.5. Anyone around on 2.5? Anybody around on 2.5? Hello? Don't know where all the other lot live these days. The Murdoch and all them lot. I've got a clue. A little bit out of touch when it comes to CB. Don't know who's about these days. Who's around on the 1.9? Anybody around on the 1.9? Hello? Looks like we've got people on 33 and 40, but that's about it. Anybody on the 1.4? Anybody on the 1.4? Hello? Sometimes people are on 14. That used to be the home base calling channel. Who's around? 1919? Who's around? Hello? Let that sit there for a bit. I'm pretty sure this mic goes for the 3000. That's probably why it didn't work. I might get the 3008 and give it a blast in a bit. Happy days. Got another battery on charge as well. See, I always like to recycle these car batteries because they're not any good for being in cars anymore. I've taken them out of cars. They still keep enough electric in them, but they've just not got the oomph to start a car reliably, I should say, anymore. But they're perfectly good for powering radios. So I just keep them and keep them charged up. Power radios with them. Happy days. I'll catch you lot on the next one. Take care. All the best. And in a couple of days' time, I'll be going out with that wire, that little bag that I made up with a 9900 wire and everything. Gonna go and have a go. See you later.